that if you need to get drunk every time you go out, it's because you have some issues that you don't want to face, maybe. Not the whole point of living, just marrying, having kids. For some people, yes, and that's great. Okay, let's do it! So today is gonna be another rant, as per usual, because I have a lot of things in my head, as per usual. The difference this video is that I have a tripod, not like the whole thing, like the big chunky thing, but a little cute one. And we're gonna try it out. But yes, I have my protein shake, and this week has been a bit busy in the best way possible. I hate when people say I'm busy and it's just complaining. It's been really good, but yeah, quite busy. So let's talk about it. Coming up, guys, as per usual, going out on your 30s and just finding the meaning of life, I guess. So stay tuned for that. Sunglasses time. I'm 31. I need to say my age in every video. I don't know why. And I keep thinking that I'm 30. Nope, I'm 31. And I feel like I'm at the best stage in my life, or at least top 3. And I love it. Like each day I feel more confident physically. I feel like I'm the shit. Like at work, I also think like I'm killing it. Like I'm in a really good stage in general, and I'm really proud. I'm really grateful. All of these things. I talked about it before, but I feel like when you turn 30, there's like a shift. Not so much at the people around you, but yourself and how you see things. At least for me, my whole life, I had this mentality like your 20s are to have fun, enjoy life, and maybe later on you can start settling down and all these things. But I haven't been thinking about it until I turned 30, and it was a bit crazy for me because I'm 29, I don't care about anything. Like, of course, like having a good job, like being a good person, like caring about the people surrounding me, taking care of myself, all these things. I mean, not caring about the big questions in life, like do I want to change jobs? Do I want to move to another city, another country even? Do I want kids? Do I want a family? Like the big questions. Do I want to build like a business for myself? I guess that's another option, like these really big things. 20s were just to have fun, but I feel like in my case personally, I feel like I had 20s where it was almost the best of both worlds, because I had the comfy, in a way, office job since I left college at 21. So this gave me the ability to have the money, like not a lot of money. I'm from Spain, Spanish people, like the salaries, we're cooked, we're fucked, but it is what it is. But at least I had my salary since the very beginning of my young adulthood. And I moved to Barcelona, which is now in retrospective is one of the best cities in the world, I dare to say. So back then I was not aware, but I was in a really good position. And not to compare myself with others, but I felt like I was killing it. So this allowed me to have this, like, not worry about money, not worry about job, not to worry about friends and family, all this stuff. And I'm really grateful for that. And I feel like now in my 30s, I'm worrying about all of those things at the same time, because I've been avoiding it for my whole 20s, for 10 years. Imagine, like, I've seen a lot of memes, like you're like having your you're walking, like living your best life, smiling, but in the back of your head, you know, there's something that you are kind of avoiding. You're not taking care of some stuff that they are really important. So I feel like that was me. I know that at some point I had to think, I had to process some stuff, but I didn't have to. And the other thing is adulting, like this term I see all over social media, not a new term, like for a long time, but nobody teaches you how to do it. So as long as you can provide for yourself, you're taking care of yourself and the people around you, and you're a good person, you're good to go, like you can do whatever you want, which I think is really good. But then when I turned 30, it's not like I have to start worrying about these things, but I feel like it's something good to have in mind, like to put some thought into it every now and then. It's not like every day since I turned 30, I'm like, oh my God, do I want kids? Should I move? Do I want a family? But I do have it in my head constantly. I don't know how to explain it. Since I turned 30, it was almost immediate. July 16 last year, like, damn, now we're gonna worry about this for the whole 30s. And I say worry, but in a way, it's a good thing because I'm in this position where I have the capabilities to worry about this thing. Like again, I have a kind of a good job for now. My contract expires December, but we don't need to get into it. I'm healthy and all this stuff, some family issues, of course, but it was time. So to sum it all up, 20s were great, 30s as well, but I feel more how to put it? I feel like there's more pressure. I feel the load. That sounds awful, but I guess you know what I mean. Not the pressure from anyone. It's really easy to say society puts this pressure, but I feel like it's just myself. It's not like my family are like, are you gonna have kids? Like, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? When I was in my early 20s, people kept asking about my girlfriend. I don't know why people were obsessed. I guess coming from a really small town, it's the usual thing. Like you do your teenage years and then early 20s, you just meet someone and you settle down basically, which there's nothing wrong with that. It was just not me. So people kept asking, oh, do you have a girlfriend? Why do you not have a girlfriend? Like, I wasn't saying that. I was really nice and I am really nice. But to aunts and uncles that I see once per year, why the f are you asking me for a girl? I don't know. I feel like this relationship issue is really important. And now I get it, but I was focusing on other stuff and I didn't have boyfriend. They were asking girlfriend because I was not out. Now it would be boyfriend, the question they would ask. But now I see how important it is for people, because if you don't have a partner, you cannot have a family and you cannot have kids and you cannot do all these big things that are the next big thing, if that makes sense. Because on your own, of course, you can do a lot, but it's really difficult to have a kid solo and a family, of course. So to achieve these big milestones, and I'm a millennial, I'm from 1994, and I feel like I was born around this time where the people in my generation, we are kind of making a shift. Of course, people were doing it before, but I feel like it was more common for kids born in the 90s, where you don't need to follow these guidelines. Like if you wanna settle down early 20s, get married, have kids, all of that, that's great, but there's also other options. While people from before, like I have some uncles that they were single most of their adult life, and people were always judging and saying, oh, how is it that this guy is alone and he doesn't want kids and he's not partner and he's not getting married? Like it was the whole conversation about someone that is not with another person, that decided or just it didn't happen. I feel like that is changing a little bit, because now we're seeing that it's not the whole point of living, just marrying, having kids. For some people, yes, and that's great, but for some other people, the narrative has changed, and and that's completely normal, and I appreciate it. But this doesn't change the fact that I might want that at some point, and if I want that, being gay, for example, wanting a kid, I need to start putting a lot of thoughts into it, like quite early. I'm not saying now at 31, but maybe 35 maximum. I will need to start thinking about it like really strongly and look at the options and all this stuff. So for now, I feel like I'm at this time where, yes, I'm young, yes, I can do whatever I want, but yes, I also want to start thinking about the big questions in life. But I'm gonna change topic because it's already 10 minutes and I don't want this to be really, really long. I wanted to talk as well about just going out in general, because yesterday I went out, today is Sunday, yesterday was Saturday, of course. Saturday night I went out to the club with some friends and it was great, but I was also noticing some stuff that I love and some stuff that I don't like that much. I'll start maybe with the things that I didn't like that much so we can finish on a more positive note. I don't like at all that going out means getting drunk as fuck, because for me, I learned kind of recently that you can have fun without getting blackout, and you can have kind of like a normal Sunday. You don't need to spend the whole Sunday just hangover because you drank a lot the night before. I don't like that at all. And yesterday I was trying, this is nothing against the people I was going out with yesterday, just in case. But yesterday I was going with the mentality of, okay, this week I've been going out, like not to party, but I've been doing things and I was drinking a little bit. So on Saturday night, even if I'm going out, I don't want to drink that much because I just don't want to, and I don't need to say any excuse. If I don't want to drink, I don't drink, and that's it. But I was feeling kind of peer pressure. Again, nothing against the people I was going out with, but I feel like we got to this point where if you go out, if you're going to the club and you're gonna dance among lots of strangers, you need to be up in order to have fun. But I really don't think so. I really think, without going too deep into it, that if you need to get drunk every time you go out, it's because you have some issues that you don't want to face. Maybe, I don't know, you don't feel comfortable dancing in front of a lot of people. You have some social anxiety, like you are, I don't know, you're afraid that the music is not going to be so good, so you need to be up, so you don't care that much about external factors because you're going to be so drunk that you're just going to be there dancing to whatever. I don't know, there's a lot of things. But for me personally, I feel like I can have a good time, I can have a great time, I can have an excellent time even just going out without drinking much or without drinking period. But when I do that with some people, I'm kind of obligated, is obliged the word, to drink. And again, yesterday I was like, let me try to not drink that much, but there's always an excuse, I guess, to go out. So if I'm going out, it's because if someone else's birthday or someone is leaving or is something to celebrate. So for me, saying yesterday that I didn't want to drink that much, it put some other people, like, I'm not gonna say they forced me, but they were kind of encouraging me really nicely without forcing me to drink, and it puts me in an uncomfortable position. Of course, I'm a grown man and I can say I don't want to drink, so I'm not drinking, but at the same time I feel like I don't want to kill the vibe, like I don't want to kill the mood. And if someone, let's say someone is leaving the country and it's the last time that you're going out with this person, and this person is like, oh, you should drink a little bit more, I see that you're not drinking that much, you can have my drink. At the beginning I was like, oh no, I'm good, like thank you. But if the person keeps insisting, I want to do it because I don't want to ruin the night. And we were saying goodbye, basically, even if we were not that good friends. It was, I don't know, again, it's nothing against the people, but it made me think a lot how I was going with the idea of not drinking that much. It's not like I drank a lot, but I did drink more than I wanted. So yeah, there's that. And also about going out, it's really interesting. I guess it's not just gay clubs, but going out for me, it means to be a little bit uncomfortable. I guess everyone is a bit uncomfortable because we're dancing in a place where we don't know a lot of people, and everyone is thinking about themselves, but everyone is also watching other people dance and move and interact. So it's a really weird scenario, and I don't usually go out, so it's always a bit awkward, a bit odd, a bit strange. But yesterday I was feeling myself, not because I was drunk, but I was really feeling myself. Like, I had a really nice outfit, the music was really good, so I was enjoying myself a lot. But every time I go out, maybe not every time I go out, but since I have a little bit more muscles, I'm not saying that I'm the hottest guy ever, but since I've been going to the gym more frequently, I notice a change when I go out. Like, people come out to me more often. I'm really bad at reading the signs, knowing if someone is interested, but to not make it too long, I'll focus about yesterday. So there was a couple of instances where I was dancing and someone was dancing like really close by my side or by my friend's side. Maybe it was not towards me, maybe the person was interested in one of my friends. But I was dancing with my friends and someone was solo dancing really close to us. And at some point, one of my friends went to the bathroom, the other one went to have some water. So I was on my own on the dance floor, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I got really uncomfortable because this person that was dancing on their own by our side, then he came really, really close to me and started dancing. Not together because we were not touching or anything, but he really wanted me to know that he was there for me, I guess, because as soon as I was solo, he just came in front of me without saying anything, without making any move, but just being really close. And I guess this is going out, I guess this is how people meet people. But in general, this kind of behavior rubs me the wrong way. Maybe this is really hypocritical of me, because if that person would be really hot, then I would be into him. But since I'm not saying he was ugly, because he was not, maybe it was the way he came to me, that he didn't say anything, he didn't ask to dance, he didn't say hi, he just came really close and started dancing. And I'm horrible at this kind of thing, so I just ran away to find my friends, and then we went back together to the dance floor. And also there was a couple of instances where I was going to the bathroom or something. Maybe this just happens when I'm on my own. When I'm with my friends, not so much. So I don't know, this is not a complaint, I'm just venting, I'm just ranting, I'm just putting things that I have in my head out there, hoping that it makes sense. But this is not a complaint in any way, because I know that my younger self would be kind of happy, grateful, I don't know what's the right word, that people are coming to you at the club, because it's a sense of validation, because you are pretty, I guess, or prettier than some other people. So it's not a complaint, but still there's some things that I don't agree with. So I was going to the bathroom in this other occasion, and someone that did the same in other clubs, in other places, other nights, and I really dislike that. And I was like minding my own business, going somewhere, and he just really deliberately just put his hand on my belly and did something like this, like trying to feel my tummy, I don't know. And again, this person has done something similar before, and I don't know if he just does this with everyone, or if he just doesn't care about anything, or he was f***ed up. But there's no excuse for this kind of behavior. Again, I know that it's the club, like people go there to meet other people, and I should not complain. I don't think this is a complaint, but I don't feel comfortable when people do this, because if you want to come to me, if you want to meet, even if you just want to hook up, just let's have a conversation or say hi or do something to grab my attention, not just this and then leave, or this dancing without saying anything in front of me. And then there was this other occasion when I was leaving, I was going somewhere, I guess to the bathroom, because I went to the bathroom, no exaggeration, I went like 20 times. It was crazy because I was drinking some alcohol and also I was drinking a lot of water, because I learned, I guess, pro tip, when you drink alcohol, to not have a hangover the next day, you have to drink a lot of water while you drink alcohol, and also when you get home, and also in the morning the next day, the day after going out, you drink a lot of water as well. So then I guess you go a lot to the bathroom, so you take it all out, like the alcohol and the water and everything. So yeah, pro tip. But yeah, I was saying that I was going somewhere to the bathroom, I guess, and someone said something in a, I don't know what he said exactly, because I don't hear at the club, but just looking at his face or sensing the tone of his words, it was maybe something not nice, like talking about me, of course, but I don't know what it was, but it just gave me the creeps and I didn't like it. And some people are gonna say that maybe it's my fault because I was wearing something really revealing, but I feel like that's not an excuse. Like, of course, if I go out, I want to look good for myself, for others, but if someone is interested in me, just do it like a normal person and let's have a conversation. I don't know, maybe it's too much to ask in the club, or especially in a gay club, but I don't know. And it's also really shitty that I'm talking about this, because some years ago I was complaining that people were not coming to me at the club like ever, and it's not like now it's happening a ton, but it is happening every now and then. But it's not the kind of interactions I like, I enjoy. But maybe this is the kind of interactions that happen at the club. Maybe I'm asking for.
And I ran out of storage like every time I film my video, because I talk way too much and I do it for way too long. So this is it. I talked about I talked a little bit about like finding the meaning of life, going out, and those are the topics I said at the beginning. So I guess that's it. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you make it this far, let me know your comments if you have any suggestions, any thoughts. I really like it when people go against the things that I said in the video, because of course, from my perspective, I think I'm right and I think that's the correct way to do things, but that might not be the case. And so feel free to clock me in the comments. And I guess that's it. I'm gonna do a bit of thumbnails for now, but you can skip the video.
Bye.